And there's some video that's causing a little bit of controversy on the internet right now, showing ICE agents making a dramatic arrest in Spokane, Washington.
No, hey, you can! You can! It's illegal!
Okay.
Amiga. No. It's illegal.
Hey,
it's legal. Get out my... Hey, no.
Get out of the car.
Get out my car.
Girl.
Get out, no. Girl. I have video. Look, it's raining.
No.
Hey, mira. Oh, my God. Open the door. It's raining.
Now, the woman that you hear in one of those videos, that is Kayla Somariva, and she says that this all happened 4 days ago when she, her husband, and her brother-in-law were headed out to court. She says that around a dozen officers surrounded their car, broke the windows, and then arrested the two men without showing a warrant. ICE says those men were citizens of Nicaragua, and they were suspected gang members. Our friend David Noriega joins us right now in the studio. David, I know we've heard from both ICE and the woman here. Are their stories different? Are they similar?
Well, so look, what ICE is saying is that they basically knew who at least one of the people in the car was, that this was a person who they had tried to place a detainer on when they were in the custody of the local sheriff's department. And ICE has the authority to perform warrantless arrests, right? The way that most law enforcement does. If they have probable cause to believe somebody is in the United States violating immigration laws, they can try to effect an arrest and they can try to use reasonable force to effect that arrest. That is what ICE is saying happened in this situation. Of course, the video is very dramatic, you know, the wife is strenuously denying that either her husband or her brother-in-law belong specifically to Tren de Aragua, which is the gang that the federal government is saying these two Nicaraguan men belong to.
And so, I mean, is there any proof that they are part of this gang?
Not that we've seen publicly. And I'll also tell you, Gotti, as a more general matters, I've been doing a ton of reporting on Tren de Aragua specifically in the way that it's sort of treated by the federal government. And so, you know, stay tuned for more on that. There are a lot of questions, significant questions that haven't really been answered about the way that law enforcement at both the federal and local level identifies people as members of Tren de Aragua. It is an existing criminal organization with a real presence, but its boundaries are pretty blurry, it's pretty diffuse, and that is why, for example, the wife in this case is saying, you know, these people have nothing to do with this gang. This is not the only case in which someone has been accused of belonging to Tren de Aragua, and we've had family members come out and say that is not the case, including, for example, Venezuelan men who were temporarily detained at Guantanamo Bay.
Meanwhile, they said they were going to another court hearing, or there was some other court hearing going on. Yeah. Do we know what that was for?
Not an immigration case. Apparently, the husband and brother-in-law were involved in some kind of criminal case related to an altercation with a family member that happened in the past. That's about what we know from both the family, the wife, and the authorities as well.
David Noriega, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.